Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Line Place of Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I didn't do yesterday's daily. Wow, Yorkshire Tom put down a killer score there. And Luke died on Mom's Heart, maybe. Yesterday I didn't do it. Only Luke did it yesterday. Come on! Yo, I know it's like PAX weekend or whatever, but, you know, start cranking out a couple of dailies here, guys. I need more of a friends list to handle. Oh, Roomba, I got 3 kids. Look, Arumba, what's more important, your 3 kids or me having a benchmark to perform my dailies with? Friday's daily was probably maybe the second best or best I've ever had, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling invested, feeling like I'm ready to have a good time here as Judas today. I'm going to shoot all the poop. Normally I don't shoot all the poop. It's kind of, A, annoying, B, from a daily perspective, it kind of like, does inhibit the amount of time it takes, or it extends the amount of time it takes, I guess, to finish a run, and you take more points as a result of that, but I'd really, really like to get, at least 1 cent, hopefully 2, but it looks like we got 0, that would allow me to possibly, not today, Mullabooms, that would allow me to possibly, like, spawn an arcade on the next floor, or at least if we get a key, we can buy a spirit heart, etc., etc., so, it didn't work out, you know, life goes on, it's not the end of the world. All we need to do is make sure that we, you know, keep at it. 1 bomb now with a key gives us the ability to probably buy a spirit heart, which is important. We might be able to get a spirit heart for free from our curse room, but I'd like to get into our curse room for free if that's the case, because otherwise we may die in the process. Papula Duplex, huh? I think Papula Duplex is possibly worth re-rolling, but also I value, and it's a very weird reroll case where I'm like, I think Papula Duplex is okay, makes it easier to hit enemies for sure, but also I think the consumables that we presently have might be more integral to our chances for overall success because of the fact that we're playing as a character who, you know, he's got to hit that escape velocity, he's got to get HP soon, or we may find ourselves in a difficult spot. This is definitely our best use of the bomb here. We got Scorpio, which is good. A luck upgrade, enough money to buy a spirit heart from our shop, possibly. We also got a black heart immediately, and another key for the cost of merely a bomb. Ooh, don't shoot that. So this is, like, really, really good. Now we actually have the ability to do, well, I mean, we already had a pretty good amount of damage because we're Judas, but, you know, even without using Book of Belial, we've got the ability to take out these spiders in 1 hit, assuming Scorpio actually manages to catch and do its poison damage, which it always will, as long as we don't have another tier effect associated with it. We'll probably... Oh, not today, Mullabooms. We'll probably go to our curse room. Well, let's put it this way. Let's do it in this order. I don't want to screw ourselves for the future. That was not horrible, thankfully. That's not our secret room either. Man, I can't find secret rooms on daily challenges anymore. They just, like, don't exist. It can't even be that one. So, before we go to our curse room, I'm actually going to go to our shop. There is a spirit heart for sale, which is as good as it's going to get. Let's be real. We're not going to get 10 extra cents, probably, unless we get Pageant Boy. So I'm going to buy the spirit heart first. Eventually, or originally I was going to buy it second, but I'm going to buy it first. That way we lose the spirit heart instead of the black heart. If there's no black hearts in here, there's 1 black heart in here. We didn't have to spend the 5 cents in the key, but, you know, the nice thing about buying spirit hearts, you're investing in yourself, you know? Like, you're not really losing out on anything. We just have 1 extra spirit heart for the future. No arcade for the next floor, but, you know, life goes on. Let's try. Well, then we can get an arcade on the next floor because we picked up a nickel. And, where the hell is our secret room going to be? It's probably safer to look for a second secret room. So I'm going to try here. It's not it. Alright. It's a waste, but, I'm just going to be happy, we're not getting Pageant Boy, unfortunately, but I'm just going to be happy to get out of this floor. Pretty pleased with the way that this floor has gone, with the exception of it's taken us a long freaking time. And that's going to put us at a, you know, disadvantage for boss rush, but apart from that, we're looking great for the next floor. Like, we certainly should not die on this floor, burning basement or not. We do have an arcade, hilariously enough. Oh, it's just a bed. It's unfortunate. However, that bed is worth 3 spirit hearts if I can trade my HP away in a deal with the devil, so might not be all for naught. we should try this because it does give us points and actually ended up being worthwhile. On Zeus, we will pop now, just so I can find out where the secret room is. And we got Pin to deal with, no problems. We also have a curse room. We should go to that before our deal with the devil, is my consideration of the issue. I may be incorrect, but we'll find out sooner or later. Okay, so we got... Do we get bonus points for exploring this room even though there's nothing in it? We totally do, so that is an easy 10 points right there. Unfortunately, we have to backtrack if we want to go to that curse room, which I do, as much as I'd hate to admit it. Can save a key by coming in this way. And we're not really looking for anything right now. I mean, more HP is always good. You know what? I think Shoop the Whoop totally kills Book of Belial. Now that Book of Belial no longer gives you the guaranteed deal with the devil. It's not like it's a bad situation. Like, it's still, Book of Belial's still really good, but Shoop the Whoop, I just think it's probably gotten its way into, like, roughly the top tier of, spacebar items now. But this will be a point of divergence, I'm sure, for many on this run, so we'll find out sooner or later when we look at the points, who might have been in the right there. It very well could be not me. I think rather than Dark Bum, I'd rather have the extra killing power here. Dark Bum is an item that is amazing, but at the same time has kind of fallen out of favor for me a little bit lately. Again, please don't take this as it being bad. More so just, I think it's better to have extra damage still. So we got 10 cents. I was really hoping we'd find a Spirit Heart in there. We did not. So now it becomes a little bit of a tussle here. Do we really want to go up here and then do our curse room? I think I do. It's kind of it's a very who dares he wins sort of situation, or who dares winsy. One Spirit Heart makes me feel good about this. 2 Spirit Hearts makes me feel great about this. Now we're at 3. I don't think that we'll have the extra chance at a deal with the devil. It would be nice to get Dark Bum, but, you know, I was checking to see if maybe there was a skull in there. If the deal with the devil's open, we could have blown up the other fire, maybe had a chance to get Dark Bum. Dark Bum's still a great item, just... I've lost respect for it for my own personal reasons. But, we'll head down. Sorry, Dark Bum. We're going full on, like, fastest damage that we can put out here, and I think that's going to be the best thing for us from a defensive standpoint as well. Alright, enough money to get something from our shop, which unfortunately means our double key room is going to fall by the wayside a little bit. Alright, let's stop using, whenever possible, let's stop using Shoop the Whoop to try to hit like 8 enemies, because I always end up like hitting 0 and then feeling like a real dumb idiot about things. Or hitting 1, I should say. Double key room is a 4 room. That's very interesting. We can get the money later. I just don't want to accidentally waste the power of the 4 room, which is very strong. But I did want the golden key so that we have, you know, we're not going to spend any keys on this floor, which is, of course, very nice. That was probably the world's worst use of Shoop the Whoop. We didn't have a choice there. We're not just going to try to hit one enemy with it. We're going to try to hit many. But, you know, if we really want to get the true value out of Shoop the Whoop, we really got to try this, you know, 28 times tier damage on one enemy that's a real asshole. But I will say that unlike Book of Belial, at least I actually, oh, that was scary. At least I actually get my money's worth with Shoop the Whoop, because I do use it roughly every time it's available. Probably as we get closer to the boss room, I'll, you know, shy away from that slightly, but, you know, we want to make sure we have it for the boss, because that's when it's going to be most effective. I think we're kind of killing it on this run right now. I don't think we've been hit. You know, we're playing really well. Enemies are dying in one hit, thanks to Scorpio and our excellent damage. Like, I'm very, very pleased with the way this looks right now. Lazy Worm, I think, is actually worse than nothing, which is probably the headiest insult I could possibly give to an item, but it's the truth as far as I'm concerned. Even if we hit nothing, it makes sense to use Shoop the Whoop. It would make more sense to hit something, but even if we hit nothing, we still get some value out of it. Okay. This one is not, though. We're probably closing in on our boss room. Fruitcake is worth taking. A little scary, but worth taking nonetheless, I think. And our shop is really the big one on this floor. If we don't like it, we can reroll. And you know what? I don't think I like it that much. So let's take that. Still got enough money to buy whatever fanny pack rerolls into if we like it. I'd really like Chaos or something like that. Just something to mix it up a little bit. Give us an extra chance of getting out of this one. Actually, now I think about it, we don't have to get one floor deeper, do we? Absolutely not. 6 bombs. We will check for our second secret room. Pretty confident it's here. And it was. You know what? I'll even play this till we get down to 20 cents. We could use a trinket. We could definitely use a spirit heart too. We got a Hierophant card. That's actually incredible value. That's really, really good. And Peep, there's the true value of Shoop-the-Whoop right there. Basically nuked Peep down so that he only needed like one more, well, one more sustained barrage, unfortunately. Super Bandage, which we should take before we go in, and then inside of our deal with the devil, we end up fighting Krampus. This is a situation where I'm a little disappointed because we totally could have afforded to not fight Krampus and instead pick up something else. But hey, Lump of Coal is a really good item for us, so I'm happy with that. I am going to take forever here. Luckily, Curse of the Maze is helping me out. We're going to go back and hit that 4 room, which is going to be... It's going to take a while. I'm not going to lie to you about that one. In fact, we might even, on our way here, just do this. Trade 2 bombs, no keys, for the goat head. Yeah, that's an acceptable deal. We're pretty much rolling right now. Even though it might seem like we're a little slow, we have so much potential for speed in the future that... And that's a health upgrade, which is beautiful. But we have so much potential for speed in the future that I really feel like we're still ahead of the curve when it comes to boss rush and hush. We, again, to the best of my knowledge, have not taken damage so far outside of entering and exiting curse rooms. So I feel like we're probably throwing down a daily that's tough to beat. But sometimes when I end up saying that, I come in 3,000th place because I missed the freaking self-sacrifice room where you just push on a button and it opens up a hole to the next level. Sure, we'll take Hive Mind. I think we should take this just in case. That other one's a health upgrade, though. Oh, it's a health downgrade. So I'm an idiot. Cost myself a chance at an arcade, but unlimited bombs doesn't do too much for us unless we want to spend 12 years here. Health down is still good, as far as I'm concerned. Because it's just a... health up's just, or a health down's just a health up you haven't met. It doesn't really work, but that's alright. Cost ourselves a chance at an arcade, but again, relatively inconsequential. Let's get some speed going here. Sometimes when I think I do shitty on a daily, I end up coming in like 60th at the end of the day, which is surprisingly great. So today, I think I'm doing really well, and that scares me. Found our secret room. Just basically playing way too fucking much of this game, so when you see a room, you're like, oh, this is a room that my brain associates with having an exit to a secret room on it somewhere. Hey, I don't really mind taking forever here. That's our first damage we've taken, not from a curse room, I think. I don't mind taking forever here, as long as we eventually get where we're needing to go in time. We're still getting points from those enemies. Can't fly yet. And this floor is going real freaking fast. Book us in. Absolutely not worth it. However, let's take this. Explosive diarrhea. That's alright, we can get out of that. We got a spirit heart out of it, which is really good value. No arcade means no boss trap room. That was also bad damage. Feeling like I got a little sloppy on this floor, but we are also on what I consider to be one of the most annoying floors for where it is in the game. We're kind of like absent the normal pressure for it because we're strong, but enemies that die, well, enemies that spawn enemies that when they die, shoot out bullets on either the cardinal directions or on a 45-degree angle. It's just like, it's too much for the human mind to handle, man. At least to handle with 100%, you know, success rate. I still think Fruitcake was the right pickup, by the way. You might be saying, well, this is why you don't take Fruitcake. Fruitcake's not the issue here, man. Fruitcake's killing it, and will continue to do so. I think at 5 cents we don't go to our shop, although... Oh, that's Explosivo. Although now that I think about it, I'm like, why wouldn't we go to our shop at 5 cents? It only costs us 1 key. We probably get exploration bonus out of it. And, it could be a greed fight, which could give me more points for killing an enemy, but also give me the Steam sale or enough money to buy something on the next floor. Hey, it totally worked out. And greed cannot stand up to the heat there. Yeah, that was like a huge... That we would have missed out on it and never realized that we missed out. Oh, I skipped the shop, but I only had 5 cents. I don't know. Where's the seam that other people found? Got a lot of stuff left on this floor to take care of, so let's go take care of it. Want to be out of here by 13:30. That's unrealistic. 13:45, 14 is realistic enough to, you know, say that that's possible at least. Unless this is our... No, we've already found our secret room. Right, okay. That's good. Don't waste any idiotic bombs. Brain's feeling on point today. Thank you, Brain. I don't know, maybe it's because I didn't record any Isaac episodes yesterday for the first time in, like, you know, 2 months. Not technically 2 months, because I have been away from my computer for a couple days at times, but, you know, for the first time, at least a couple of weeks, and now I'm like, you know, I'm switched on. That was like a very half-assed Austin Powers quote. I was gonna say recipe, but isn't a quote just the recipe for humor or wisdom? We might as well take the HP at this point. It's not gonna make an enormous difference either way. Yeah, it made no difference, and actually, health up still totally gonna get to work. It could have made a difference now that I think about it because of the health up situation. 14:30 is, we're getting a little tight for time, but every floor, like, I keep getting a little bit more incentivized, right? Like, on this floor, we picked up a damage upgrade, so I'm like, oh, now we're gonna be going even faster in the future, but somehow that has yet to, like, reliably manifest itself in me actually going faster. But I still, if we rush it, I'm sure we'll be fine. But it may be one of those trademark kind of Northern Lion-y situations where addicted health down is good, explosive diarrhea is not. Question marks don't matter now. Range down sucks, but no big deal. That's not the one I want. Woo, woo, woo. Let's continue moving on. We're gonna say almost 15 here, so it may end up being one of those trademark Northern Lion-y situations where I am like a second ahead of Boss Rush. But I think if we get to Boss Rush, we're gonna fucking crush it. We're gonna go so fast, you're not even gonna know what hit you, mister. Would love an Emperor card at this point, just for a failsafe. But, oh, Rune Bag. So good. It's great on dailies, even if you don't need the Awaz rune. I'm still happy to have it. Don't even question it. Free Yara runes, Perthro runes in situations where we wouldn't have otherwise had access. Don't mind if I do. And this floor, I think... Oh, now we got Liberty Cap. This applies doubly on the next floor, but this floor, I think if we... Oh, yeah, that's better than health down as far as I'm concerned. This floor, if we find our boss room early, we don't find our item room, we don't find our shop, we're gonna gun it. Boss rush is just too important on a daily. I know it 100 times I say it, but it is the most important. You know, you ever watch the game of football? Oh, yeah. Tom Brady's really got to get out of the pocket quickly or else he risks being sacked. That motherfucker's been in the league for like 18 years, and they're still saying it all the time. So... Northern Line, why do you always talk about boss rush on dailies? Well, you know, why? Hey, NBA commentators, why are you always talking about scoring three-pointers? It's important, man. That's why, obviously. I'm not... Oh, that hurts a little. I'm not trying to be rude. I appreciate the support. I'm just saying, like, on a daily, the competitive sub-scene for me of the Isaac community, you know, there's a couple of things I gotta prioritize when it comes to not just commentary, but playing, and it's not... Like, it's not just for your illumination. I know people are like, I know, you gotta get to boss rush, and I'm like, I know you know, but I gotta remind myself, because if I'm distracting myself talking about, oh, you know, the Freudian concept of the id or something like that, some bullshit, and then people were like, how'd you miss boss rush? And I'm like, well, I was talking about the Freudian concept of the id. You can't have it both ways. Piggy bank's like, okay. It's like 10 cents or 12 cents technically, and we get coins back when we get hit. It probably mathematically pays for itself if you can afford it in the first place without compromising your values. So we're gonna be out of here by 17:30. That's another health down, which is actually really nice because we could use that to give ourselves some HP after this deal with the devil. That was poor, but we're already basically done with this fight. I don't want the HP yet. Come in. Okay, we're not going to be able to take the health down. That's fine. This is a pretty horrible deal with the devil, all things considered. We'll take our HP. We'll take our penny, and we're going to get the fuck out of here. We got to go, like, real fast. Probably, we got about 2 minutes, 30 seconds to get into the mom fight. Northern Line, you realize that means you have to beat Mom in 8 seconds. I think that's not completely implausible, believe it or not. That's not where I meant to place that bomb. I think that's not completely implausible. Sincerely. I mean, I think 8 seconds it would be tight. We're not going to win in like a second and a half and be like, oh, let's go get a glass of water. But we might win... oh, we didn't see this one. Ansus? Oh, it's so good. Okay, now we're safe. Shop is secondary if we can get to our item room and our boss room within the time frame required. That's good. So we are going to be missing out. Like, this is a compromise. Most Isaac dailies involve some form of compromise. Rarely do you just get a daily that is so perfect in every regard that you can get points from everything. Toxic Shock is so good. So our compromise here is we're going to lower our exploration bonus in order to get into boss rush, which is a really easy trade for me to make, quite frankly. Second secret room, black hearts? Okay, well, I'm not going to spend too much time here. Just going to blow these up accordingly. Worth it, I guess. I mean, we spent 2 bombs, and we got more than 2 bombs. Oh my god, Maw of the Void can blow up the barrels. How many times have I stupidly been like, I didn't realize Maw of the Void could blow up the barrels? This is very important for the upcoming boss rush situation that we remark upon this. Okay, let's do it. That's 8 seconds, man. I told you. It's not that bad. We had a little bit more time, but I'm happy to undercut it rather than, you know, go in the opposite direction. Thanks, Fruitcake. I appreciate that. Okay, GB Bug, Maggie's Bow. It's okay. Seraphim is probably our #1 choice. I think I'm gonna go Concussive Tears because Seraphim's fine, but Concussive Tears is like a little more exciting. Can I say that? Can I say that without offending the huge fans of Seraphim? It's more exciting, even though it's a passive damage bonus, because at this point, you know, every damage upgrade we get, I'm super stoked about. I apparently could not use Maw of the Void simultaneously with Shoop-de-Whoop there, which was very unfortunate. Alright, well, if we can at least kill the Haunt like this. I mean, we kind of got like an excellent Krampus's head type situation. Dagaz? I don't even know what that was. Trying to use Blanker in there to accomplish something. That's my mistake. There we go, he's dead. I don't even need the Spirit Heart or the Black Heart. Don't concern yourself with it. We gotta start going a little faster, not because, you know, we're in tight for time, but because there's no reason not to start going a little faster in this situation. Like, we can easily, you know, get to the Hush fight. Let's just not call it into question. That's what we're looking for right there. No, I don't want the Awaz rune. I wanted to use Shoop-de-Whoop in a timely fashion. The Awaz rune is... We'll do it later. Doesn't matter right now. One more hit. Okay, good. Oh, come on. That was damage. Now, instead of hitting him with that, I had to hit him with 1 tier. I hope you're happy. Wow, that was a extremely accidentally clutch Maw of the Void play. Oh, there we go. Decent job on Fistula. I'm fairly disappointed with how Boss Rush has gone so far. I don't think we should find ourselves in this tight. One enemy is dead, the other one's pinned. Ah, the Frail. Not that it matters at this point. We're so strong that the pin is the Frail. Oh, I had him beat, and then I walked into him. Why'd you do it, man? Algaze. Okay, that's fantastic. If only we'd had that a couple of waves ago, we wouldn't have any problems right now. If we can get through like 4 or 5 waves like this, with complete protection, I would be in heaven. I think we did okay with that Algaze rune, at least. To have the chance to chain Algaze is where we want to be. Oh, you are dead, dog. Don't even give me this shit. Maw of the Void just tore you up. Blank rune. That is like... I still don't know what that is. We're going to be out of here. You know, maybe there's 3 waves left. We're going to be out of here in time to get Hush done, without a doubt. There's not 3 waves left. That's it. So we use AWAS. AWAS actually gave us a crawl space. We might as well pick up Dead Bird before we move along. We're going to go back for the crawl space. Never fear. The crawl space gave us 3 cents. Is it even worth the time to walk up here? Yeah, I mean, that was like 30 seconds worth of time, so it's definitely worth it. To be in the top 1,000, we needed like 31,000 points. I think that's very, very doable for us right now. I mean, we're at 21. Hush will give us an extra 6, roughly, and then, you know, there's like 4 floors of game left. So I think that, like, we definitely don't have any issues there. What's our normal score for a run that goes to, Yera? What's our normal score for a run that goes to, not Mega Satan? I'd be like 42,000, something like that. I think we could rank well today. But, you know, I only have 2 points of reference, and, you know, no offense meant to either Luke or Tom, but Luke is normally... Oh, my God, fruitcake. Luke is normally my benchmark for, like, alright, what's the high-level score here? And today, you know, something went terribly wrong. Somebody check in, make sure Luke's not been, you know, invasion of the body snatchers. It's a hard sentence to pluralize. Not used commonly in the English language. Something's not right there. I mean, we can afford to, but I might rather not go to our curse room. Not for damage penalty, but just like for survival's sake. Because, you know, I can't really afford, after talking all this shit about a Luke, to then lose. Not just lose, but die. Like, losing on a daily, I guess, is a more nebulous thing. But, yeah, we can't afford to die. Okay, the curse room's over here. Maybe if we find an adjacent secret room, I can be for it. I really shouldn't have even put myself in a position to get hit there. Tell you what, you know, now we can go to the curse room for 1 spirit heart. Fairly logical that we could just get one in here. We didn't, but at least we, you know, we didn't invest all of our eggs into that basket. We still have 3 red hearts, too, so let's keep that in mind. Mostly for deal with the devil shenanigans here. Even though we're low on HP, if we get deals with the devil that are good, that cost red hearts, you know, the red hearts are the last to go, so we can probably afford to take them. This feels like a secret room to me. It was not. That's my own, I was projecting. We should also maybe, although it's dangerous, especially with fruitcake, try to get Maw of the Void to actually give us some black hearts. I mean, we do need the money, not money, that we need the HP necessary to kill Hush, so, like, I'm a little concerned that maybe we are going down the same road Luke went down. Maybe he had a great run, and then he just died to Hush trying to get too close. Oh, that was a complete whiff. He just airballed it. Interesting. Okay, let's start with per throw. These are both good enough to not have to take... To use per throw. I think we per throw placenta. We got a health down, which is a health up now. Okay, so that's placenta's value. And a range up, 2 infested. Alright, I mean, placenta does give you the life gain, but I'm still... I think this was better for us, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Now we can fly, we got Sack Dagger. It's good. The mark obviously gives you more damage. So far, so good. That was actually pretty convenient timing for me, so I could still use Shoop the Whoop on this room and hit one enemy that would have died to Toxic Shock anyway. Hagalaz. Actually a pretty good room for Hagalaz, but it's just red hearts up there, unfortunately. Great room for Shoop the Whoop to be ready. Somehow the fly survived that. Okay, HP-wise, we're looking great. Unfortunately, Yeah, I think we just go for the Hush fight. We'll explore everything after this point, but I want to get in on that Hush fight. This time, not for, like, laziness' sake solely. This time, it's more like, I want to do it so we don't accidentally lose a bunch of HP on this floor and then find ourselves completely fucked for the Hush fight. That was a very, very tight dodge in there. Got it done. Our final deal with the devil is Mom's Knife, which, yeah, and if we're going to take it, we might as well take Contract from Below as well. Alrighty. Do we use our Yera rune here? No, under no circumstance do we use our Yera rune here. Well, actually, that's not true. If we're only going to the Dark Room, why wouldn't we use our Yera rune here? I think we take Tough Love, even though our luck might not be that amazing. Both of these are pretty bad. Maybe there's like a Perthrow that drops somewhere. I think we can afford the map. I think we'll buy this. It's a Chariot card. Don't really want anything else. I guess we'll take that, even though it's not that big of a deal. Sure, let's Yera these. We got Bob's Rotten Head. Steven. Steven's worth the Yera rune at this point. If we're not going to the chest, Steven is worth the Yera rune at least. 2 cards, the Magician, and 2 trinkets, which are both worthless for us. But still, I mean, we might not have gotten. Actually, I think Bob's Rotten Head is the bonus that we got there, which is pretty sad. But well, we could still get Perthrow for beating the boss. So I want to, like, not for beating the boss, but as a result of Rune Bag popping after we beat the boss. I'd say the odds of it happening are like 1 in 40. I don't even know if Rune Bag is set to proc, and then, you know, on top of not. Wait, where's my permanent? Oh, it's negative. It's negative. Okay. Good. Be cool. This is where Luke died, man. I promise you this. I'm looking at my score, and it's a Luke. This is a Luke score. But, yeah. So I don't know if Rune Bag's about to proc or activate. On top of not knowing that, I also don't know if it would pay out with Yera, because what are the odds per rune, you know? Probably like, whoop. Yeah, nice little sack dagger aggressive dodge in there. I'm trying to talk about something that is a little bit like, not complicated, but sometimes hard to explain in a fashion that's articulate. And then I'm also trying to dodge this enemy who fires out, you know, 18 shots a second. There we go. We shouldn't die. I mean, Maw of the Void against the flies is a classic combo. Once those shots start coming in, we're gonna drop our sack dagger. Not our sack dagger action, our chariot card action. Was it worth it? Yeah, I mean, we saved ourselves a hit of damage, used a card that we don't really care about that much for the future of the game. I mean, this is the point where it matters the most. And then, did a ton of damage to Hush. We got like 3 birds with 1 stone there. Okay, that's the best dodge I've ever made in my entire life. There you go. Don't go. Oh! Didn't want him to go under like Evanescence's second single yet. Second hit single. Just keep poking in that direction, man. You kind of fucked yourself by getting into that corner, so that's on you. That's good. It's good. We're gonna get through this. And now I can be smug towards a Luke again. For a while there, we weren't sure we'd come through in the clutch, but we ended up making it, so no problems. Dude, you gotta admit, you thought that might have been a Perthrow, right? Let's give it a shot. Yera? That's a waste! Oh well. We got a Magician. The other one's a Magician as well, I think, so no big deal. We might as well take 1 item. I guess we might as well take Punching Bag. Should be fine on Shoal, I think, at least. Curse of the Lost, not really that big of a problem. Although it will make it annoying to figure out if we've explored the entirety of the floor. So I may compromise slightly and not explore the exact literal entirety of the floor. Good opportunity for a black card, didn't get it. That's alright. Might be looking at this and saying, you know, times are tough, man. You're taking some damage you shouldn't be taking. I agree. Probably a good time for an Algiz rune. I agree with you 100%. I wish that I was not taking so much dumb damage. We may have some slight trouble on the dark room, but I still think we're making the dark room no questions asked, right? I really should have used Maw of the Void a lot here. If we got like 2 black hearts, that would have changed my perception of how things are going quite drastically. Don't change targets. Thank you. We also have 19 bombs, so if we want to start cracking skulls, we can do so fairly liberally. Would it be the worst thing in the world for you to, like, pay out with a, you know, a single spirit heart at any point, though? Like, at the Gaz rune or something like that even would be pretty sweet. Purge the curse as well. I don't know, just throwing out some ideas there if you want to make our situation more tenable. I think largely I've met you halfway on this run, game. I've been fairly kind. You've been nice to me. I've been nice to you. I don't know what that even means at this point. Have I really been nice to you? I don't know. It depends what you're looking for, I guess. Hagalaz. What a classic. Another Algiz. Probably should wait to pop those on rooms with enemies. Good to learn. We're really racking up the dead ends here. Tower card is like one of the many cards in the game that basically does nothing for us at this point. Oh, what the? I didn't even see him. I think I walked over him without even seeing him. No black hearts, man. Bracano's pretty sweet. Even with this little HP, this should not be a run in which we die. But, you know, stranger things have happened. I mean, we can only get hit 3 times. So, certainly I'm not looking at this like this is super easy. You know, we don't have permanent Polaroid invincibility, so if this guy wants to pay out with HP, I'm all ears, man. If he wants to pay out with a Hierophant card, I'm pretty stoked as well. If he wants to pay out with an extra Spirit Heart on top of that, I'm pretty stoked as well. I have decided it's probably more of a liability to my success if I actually start trying to explore some more. Probably going to take damage that might make it impossible for... Oh my lord, he's the greatest of all time. That might make it impossible for me or difficult for me to survive on the next floor, so I'm willing to just compromise and go fight the boss right away. Yo, you've taken 28 of my cents, though. You need to, like... You need to cool it a little here. This is actually getting ridiculous. It's great! Like, you've hooked me up pretty nicely, but you're also... Now you're just living off my points, man. Wheel of Fortune does work for the next floor. Can there be a judgment that is programmed to never pay out? We're losing so many points playing this dude now. Holy Christ, he gave us a luck upgrade. That may be worth it. Point-wise, no, never. But it might be worth it for getting some sweet items on the dark room, at least. I didn't realize I was close enough to get hit by that, but I figured we'd save Shoop the Whoop for, like, the first foot that came down. And that pretty much got it done. Alright. Our rune is Ansus. Not necessary, I think. We want to explore everything anyway. We might get another Ansus rune as well. It's the dark room. We can see everything already because of the map. Well, almost everything. It'd be great to just get a Guppy transformation here. So no, I'm not getting Glass Cannon. Yes, I will get Brimstone. Thank God we got all that HP so I could pick up Brimstone Mom's Knife. Then we got 2 health ups. Which, again, no permanent Polaroid invincibility, so why not? Hopefully we'll be able to fill those up. We got, like, our own homemade Shoop to Whoop now. There's one. I think, well, yeah, like I said, we're going to be in the 40s. Like 40... 42, maybe, somewhere in there. Might even be a little optimistic, to be honest with you, but... Our scores are going to be somewhat up there. Mom's Wig, blank card. And there's the Mom transformation. I think, you know, knowing what we know about how the scores look, we're obviously top 1,000 for where we are now on the daily, which is still, you know, just past midday Pacific Standard Time. So, there's plenty of time for people to come up for that one, but I'd picture this, considering how high up we are now, probably, like, pretty much guaranteed top 500 on this run. At the close of day, statistically speaking, of course. But, you know, we'll have to see. I could be incorrect in this assessment. I could be much higher. I could be a little lower. And by higher, I mean, like, it could be a better rank, or it could be much worse. Or it could be much better. I don't know. Like, you know, it cuts both ways. It's also a Monday daily. I don't know if that means, like, only other Binding of Isaac professionals will be playing today, or if it means that, you know, because only Binding of Isaac professionals are going to be playing the daily this early, that I will have a poor relative rank because, you know, they might be better than your, you know, your casual, you know, only plays 18 holes on Sunday Isaac players. I don't know. I don't know. When a Luke dies on this daily, it throws everything into question, doesn't it? Stigmata. This has been a great chest. I don't know whether to thank the luck upgrade that much, but certainly it's been pretty sweet. Man, remember back when dailies first started, when I thought the optimal strategy... Well, I shouldn't say thought, because it might still be optimal. When I played and was like, hey, if we don't need this item, I'm not picking it up. What a boring way to do dailies. That's why I always try to tell people, you know, take some time. Let things reach a certain level of equilibrium before you get mad about it, because people tend to realize their own stupidity pretty easily. It just takes like a couple of weeks sometimes. Host hat, Loki's horns. These are looking pretty good, man. I don't really want blank card Algiz. Like, I'll just stick with the Shoop the Whoop to prove my point that I think it's pretty sweet. We do have 25 bombs, and again, what are we waiting for in terms of time here? Basically nothing, so we should go look for our secret room. Mr. Mega, Monstro's Lung. I don't even know. Monstro's Lung, even if it makes it take 18 times larger or longer to charge, it doesn't really matter because one hit will kill like every wave enemy. Every way, anyway. Every wave, anyway. Oh my lord. Alright. I did take a little damage there. It happens from time to time. Is this our secret room? That saved me some time. It's not. Let's go back and look for our secret room because it makes sense to do so. I want to get a good score. I don't want to fuck my life up, Mom. Okay, I'll do my homework. There we go. Are you happy now? Couldn't even do anything in it anyway. Yeah, sure, it could have contained a full scholarship to Yale, but it didn't. That's not anything of value for us right there. Maybe like second secret room. All right, that's 100 points. I don't really need that. So I guess I could have played the Demon Judgment, but come on, come on. All right, I mean I can't even use Shoop the Whoop here fast enough for any good purpose at least. It was a great daily. We played very well there. We're ranked 160th. I think that's pretty fair. I think we did leave a few points on the table in positions we probably could have taken advantage of, but apart from that, we did really well. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.